Travis Kelce gets emotional watching Taylor Swift say yes to wedding during New Heights podcast. The New Heights podcast had seen its fair share of surprises, heartfelt confessions, and laugh-out-loud moments, but nothing could have prepared Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce, or their devoted audience for what was about to unfold in this special episode. It started like any other. Jason, the elder Kelce brother and former Philadelphia Eagles center, leaned back in his chair, cracking a joke about his retirement life, while Travis, the Kansas City Chiefs star tight end, flashed his signature grin. The banter was easy, the energy was high, but there was something different about this episode, something in the air that even the viewers in the live chat seemed to pick up on. Jason narrowed his eyes at his younger brother. "Trav, you've got that look. The one where you're up to something. Spill it." Travis chuckled, rubbing his hands together. "Oh, big bro, you have no idea. Today's episode is special. We have a surprise guest." He turned toward the camera, winking. "And let me tell you, this one is gonna blow y'all away." The chat exploded with guesses: Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, maybe even Donna Kelce, the beloved mother of the two brothers. But then, as if on cue, the unmistakable voice of Taylor Swift filled the room. "I hope I'm not interrupting anything important," she said playfully as she stepped into view, her golden curls cascading over her shoulders, her smile radiant. Jason's jaw dropped. "Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got Taylor Swift in the house." The viewers lost their minds. The live comments flooded in. "What is happening? Taylor Swift on New Heights? Travis, did you propose?" Travis reached for Taylor's hand, his thumb gently brushing against her knuckles. There was an undeniable emotion in his eyes, one that even Jason, known for his tough exterior, noticed immediately. "Okay, I gotta ask," Jason said, leaning forward. "What brings you here today, Tay? You don't just pop into podcasts randomly." Taylor exchanged a glance with Travis, and for a moment, it seemed as though they were communicating without words. Then, with a deep breath, she turned back to Jason and the camera. "Well," she started, her voice steady yet laced with emotion, "I've been thinking a lot about what matters in life, about love, about timing, about the people who make life worth living. And, honestly, I didn't want to wait anymore." Jason raised an eyebrow. "Wait for what?" That was when Travis stood up, reaching into his pocket and pulling out a small, navy blue velvet box. The room went silent. The chat stopped moving for what felt like an eternity. Taylor's breath hitched as Travis dropped to one knee, his normally confident demeanor replaced with raw vulnerability. "Taylor Allison Swift," he said, his voice thick with emotion, "from the moment I met you, my life has been better in every possible way. You are my best friend, my partner, my world. And I don't want to spend another second without knowing you're mine forever. Will you marry me?" Tears brimmed in Taylor's eyes, and a stunned Jason covered his mouth, his eyes darting between his brother and the woman who had captured his heart. The world seemed to pause as Taylor let out a soft, teary laugh. "Travis," she whispered, kneeling down so she was eye level with him, "there was never a doubt in my mind. Yes, 1,000 times yes." The room erupted in cheers. Jason stood up, pumping his fists as he shouted, "Let's go." The chat went ballistic, fans from all over the world celebrating the moment alongside them. Travis slipped the ring onto her finger, a stunning piece that gleamed under the studio lights. Without hesitation, he pulled Taylor into his arms, kissing her as the cameras rolled, capturing a love story that felt like it was straight out of a fairy tale. "This just became the greatest New Heights episode of all time," Jason declared, wiping a tear from his eye before laughing. "Man, Mom is gonna freak out." Taylor and Travis sat back down, hands intertwined, grinning ear to ear. The next hour was filled with laughter, storytelling, and happy tears as they recounted their journey together, reflecting on the moments that led them here. As the episode wrapped up, Travis looked directly into the camera, his voice steady and filled with conviction. "To everyone out there watching, when you find the right person, don't waste time. Love them, cherish them, and never let them go. Jason sniffled dramatically. Dang it, I promised I wouldn't cry on the podcast. The screen faded to black, but the internet had already exploded. The world had just witnessed one of the most unexpected, heartfelt, and legendary proposals in sports and entertainment history, one that would be talked about for generations to come. Travis Kelce gets emotional watching Taylor Swift say yes to wedding during New Heights podcast. The atmosphere in the recording studio of the New Heights podcast was electric. Fans had been buzzing for days about the possibility of a special guest joining Jason and Travis Kelce for their weekly discussion. No one was expecting her to show up. Taylor Swift, the global icon and the love of Travis Kelce's life, had managed to sneak past the cameras and into the studio unnoticed. Jason Kelce, always the master of mischief, had a knowing grin on his face. He had coordinated this surprise perfectly, making sure Travis was completely unaware of what was about to unfold. "Alright, Trav," Jason started, nudging his brother with a teasing glint in his eyes. "We have a very special guest today. Someone who's been dying to get on the podcast." Travis, lounging comfortably in his chair, raised an eyebrow. "Oh yeah? Who we got?" The studio door swung open, and there she was, Taylor Swift, glowing with a mix of excitement and nerves. Dressed casually in a New Heights hoodie, which, of course, sent fans into a frenzy online, she walked toward them with that signature megawatt smile. "Hey guys, mind if I crash the party?" Jason let out a boisterous laugh. "Absolutely not. Come on in, Tay." Travis was momentarily speechless. His tough, confident exterior melted the moment he laid eyes on her. "Babe, what are you doing here?" he asked, still trying to process the moment. Taylor smirked. "Oh, you know. Just here to talk football." The next few minutes were filled with light-hearted banter. Taylor joked about how she was now an honorary Chiefs fan, thanks to Travis, and Jason made sure to remind them both that Eagles fans were still the best. But the real reason for her visit remained a mystery, until Jason pulled out a small, velvet box from his pocket and placed it on the table. Travis' eyes widened. "What's that?" Jason cleared his throat dramatically. "Well, as the older brother, it is my duty to make sure you don't screw this up. So I had a little chat with someone very important in your life." Travis turned to Taylor, confusion and excitement flickering in his gaze. "Tay." Taylor took a deep breath, reached for the box, and opened it. Inside was a stunning engagement ring, one Travis had been secretly designing for months, but had yet to actually propose with. His heart started pounding. "Tay, how?" Taylor looked him in the eyes and smiled softly. "You thought you were going to get to me first, huh?" Jason burst out, laughing. "Dude, she just flipped the script on you." Travis ran a hand down his face, his emotions barely contained. "Wait. Are you actually saying yes?" Taylor nodded, her voice barely above a whisper. "Yes, Travis. I love you. And I know you've been waiting for the right moment, but the truth is, every moment with you is the right one." The room fell silent. Even Jason, always the jokester, felt the weight of the moment. Travis, known for his larger-than-life personality, suddenly found himself wiping away tears. He reached for her hand, his voice shaking. "You're serious?" Taylor chuckled, her own eyes glistening. "Yes, you big softy. I'm serious." Travis exhaled a shaky breath and pulled her into his arms, holding her like she was the most precious thing in the world. "You have no idea how much I love you." Jason, watching the scene unfold, clapped his hands together. "Well, damn. I didn't think I'd be officiating a proposal today, but here we are." The rest of the podcast was a blur. Fans who had been listening live went into a frenzy, with social media exploding in real time. Swifties and Chiefs Kingdom united in celebration as the news spread like wildfire. By the time the episode aired, Travis and Taylor had already made their first public appearance as an engaged couple, stepping out hand in hand, glowing with happiness. And as Travis looked at Taylor, he knew one thing for certain: this was just the beginning of their greatest adventure yet.